Assalamu alaikum class. How are you all? I hope you all are fine. You are having science lesson now, and today we will start our new concept that is linked to chapter number 12, solutions. Do you have any idea about the term solutions? Can you relate the term solutions with your daily life examples? Okay, now tell me one thing. Have you ever made solutions in your homes? Yes, you have made solutions in your homes. You are used to making different kinds of drinks. When you have to make orange drink, you will first take glass, and in glass you are used to pouring water. You will add orange powder, you are also used to of enhancing taste with the help of sugar as well. When you will mix these three components, you will make solution. If I talk about your energy drinks, for example, in glass of milk or cup of milk, you will add any flavored powder, you can say chocolate or strawberry, it's your choice. These flavored powder, when you will add or mix these powders in milk, you will make solution. Simply the combination or mixture of two components or more than two components. When you will mix these components, you will make solution. Okay? Solution is the combination of two main components. The first one is solvent and second one is solute. What is solute and what is solvent? I will add these things in your knowledge. What is solvent? Solvent is the component basically we add in large amount. Okay. Second one term is solute. Solute we add in small amount. And when we mix these two things or components, that is solvent and solute, we will make solutions. By mixing these two components, we will make solution. Solvent is the amount of substance in excess form, and solute is the amount of substance in very lesser quantity. For example, in this drink, we have poured water. We pour water that is in the large amount, and in addition to it, when we will pour orange powder, we will just pour 2 tablespoons or 3 tablespoons, that is in the less amount. In addition to it, sugar is also solute because we will add this component according to our requirement. Similarly, your energy drink having glass of milk or cup of milk that is filled with more than half. But when we will pour the powder, that will be 2 tablespoons or it can be 3 tablespoons. So large amount of the milk will be solvent, and small amount of substance, it is called as solute. And when these two things will be mixed, we will say we have made solution. However, solution is a mixture of the solute and solvent. Solvent and solute are mixed together to make solutions. Have you got my point? We will make two solutions. Okay? We will perform the activity. When you will come back for physical classes, we will also do again. Okay, what is this? It is the measuring cylinder. Okay? In the home, you are used to of taking glass, just like this. Okay? I told you that we will first add solvent. I will add solvent here. Okay? It is in the large amount. It is solvent. Okay? And I will pour, here is the sugar. I will pour sugar in it in very small amount, not large amount. It is solute. Our solute is sugar and solvent is water. And with the help of this instrument, that is called as, what is this? It is stirrer. And we will stir. We will stir. And by mixing we will get sugar syrup. It is known as solution. Okay? We will mix these two things and we will then make solution. By continuous stirring we will get our drink. Okay. Have you got my point? I have mixed two things. Water is solvent and sugar is solute. By mixing two things we will get our drink. That will be our solution, that is sugar syrup. In other beaker or cylinder, I have water. It is solvent. And on the other hand, I have chemical substance that is known as copper sulfate. I will take it as a solute. With the help of this spatula, I will take my required amount. It's a copper sulfate. And I will pour this copper sulfate substance as a solute in solvent. Okay? Here is a beaker having water. I will pour this amount. And with the help of stirrer, I will mix these two things. Our solvent is water and solute is copper sulfate. I will mix these two things and I am now making solution of copper sulfate. Okay. The resulting mixture is known as solution. That is the solution of copper sulfate. Water and copper sulfate. Water is solvent and copper sulfate is solute. By mixing of these two things, I will get my solution of copper sulfate. Okay. Today we have made two solutions. First one is of copper sulfate and second one is sugar solution. Here you can take a look to here. Sugar has not been dissolved yet. It will be mixed when we will further mixing it in water. Okay, you have clearly identified solvent and solute. By mixing solvent and solute, we will get solution. After getting an idea about the solvent, solute, solution, you have noticed one thing, that either your solute has been dissolved or not. There are two terms more. Solubility and second one, insolubility. Our term solubility has been derived from the two words soluble, and this is from the ability. You can simply say the ability of something to be dissolved. Soluble and ability. Ability of something to be dissolved, and you can consider it as negative, insoluble, that cannot be dissolved, not soluble. And second half, ability. The ability of something not to dissolve. You can say having no ability to dissolve. We also observe these two phenomena. The first one, that is solubility, and second one is insolubility in our home. Simply, in water we mix sugar. Sugar is the substance that can be easily dissolved in water. When sugar will be dissolved, then we say sugar is soluble in water. Or you can simply say solubility of sugar in water. But there are something that cannot be dissolved. You can also observe in your home when you will pour water. Okay? When you will pour water and when you will pour oil drops in water, you will observe that oil drops will not be soluble in water, and oil film will be formed on the surface of water. We will conduct this experiment when you will come. In other words, you will say oil is insoluble in water. Oil is insoluble in water. And we refer it as insolubility of oil in water. There are two terms. The first one, solubility, and second one, insolubility. In addition to it, we will discuss two terms more today. Types of solutions on the basis of amount of solute. First one, that is saturated solution. Saturated solution. And second one is unsaturated solution. Can you relate these terms? We will simply take an example of sugar syrup or sugar solution. By considering the sugar solution, we will distinguish these two terms. The first one is saturated solution and second one is unsaturated solution. Okay, when we will take a glass of water, we will take a glass of water. Here is water. Then we will pour sugar 2 tablespoons, only 2 tablespoons. We will mix sugar in water and we will get solution. And if we will take glass of water, having same amount of water, and we will pour whole sugar pod in water. We will mix these two components, and in this case there is a limit that has been reached because water has not yet capacity to dissolve water. In this case, water has not yet capacity, water will not gain the capacity to dissolve the amount of sugar in this case, and in this case we will easily dissolve sugar in water. This kind of solution that we will get is referred as the unsaturated solution. And this kind of solution we will make in which solute will not be easily dissolved. We will say saturated solution. And in this case the amount of solute will be stayed in the bottom because water has not any capacity to dissolve sugar. We can dissolve sugar in the case when we will switch on the flame, when we will place this solution on the flame. We can dissolve this kind of solution. For the dissolution or mixing of the substances, we need to put this solution on flame. Otherwise, we cannot get a pure solution in this case. Okay, this is all about today's concept. We will now wrap up our discussed topics. At first, we discussed about solutions. Okay, what are solutions? Yes, solutions are the mixture or combination of two or more than two substances. Of two or more than two substances. Next one, we discussed about the components of solutions, basic components. What are the components? Yes, first one solute and second one solvent. If the component is in small amount or you can say quantity, and solvent if the component is in large amount. Or more than solute. In addition to it, we discussed about solubility and insolubility. And I told you that solubility from the soluble, ability of something to dissolve. And next one, insolubility. Insoluble, not soluble. Having no ability to dissolve in mixing substances. And the fourth one topic, that is all about types of solutions. On which basis? Who will tell me about the basic purpose of types of solution in this case? Yes, on the basis of amount of solute. First one type is saturated and second one unsaturated. Saturated are those in which amount of solute will not be completely dissolved, and in case of unsaturated, amount of solute can be easily dissolved. Okay, these are the topics that we have discussed today. Solutions, basic components of solutions, that is solute and solvent. Third one, solubility and insolubility, and fourth one, types of solutions. And I will add one thing more. The category of solution, that is saturated solution, we can mix or dissolve the amount of solute by applying heat on the mixing substances. After that, we can easily obtain the solution in pure form. You will read your pages now. Mention date, chapter number and name. That is solutions. You will write first question, that is what is a solution? You will write question, what is a solution? I told you that solution is a mixture or combination of two or more than two substances, or you can simply say, in the case when we mix a solid with a liquid, we often get a mixture of two substances. If the substances will be dissolved or mixed, they will make a solution. Okay? In solution, you will also write about solvent and solute. After writing about solutions, you will also write the basic component of solution. Solvents are those substances that we add or mix in large amount. For example, water. And solute is the substance that we add in small amount. For example, you can say any solid substance. That can be sugar. That can be sugar. It can be salt. It can be any chemical substance, powder. It can be any liquid as well. Liquid solutions as well. Liquid small amount of. It can be any chemical substance. You can say alcohol. Alcohol, acid or alkali. For example, vinegar you can say. Now the question number 2 is, how can you distinguish solubility with insolubility? You will first write the heading of solubility and you will write about the solubility, in which we discussed about ability of something to dissolve, and second one you will write about the heading of insolubility, and under this heading you will write the ability of substances not to be dissolved in any mixing substance. You will write these 2 questions in your notebook. You can search from the internet as well. You can also take help from your resource book as well. If you find any problem regarding the concept of solution, solute, solvent, solubility, insolubility and other 2 terms, saturated and next was unsaturated, you have to concern with me. Otherwise we will discuss this topic again and we will perform the practical activity when you will come back inshallah, and we will make different other solutions as well. Okay, Allah Hafiz.